Hey guys. So you ever had the wind knocked out of you like really bad? Like so bad you just, you didn't know if you was going to make it or not? About 7 o'clock this morning that happened to me. I was taking the dogs for a walk. I come out and I go around the quarter, and where my truck is supposed to be sitting, it is no longer sitting there. So at 7 o'clock this morning, I realized my truck had been stolen. And throughout the day, I've been going through inventorying what was in my truck. And I've worked hard on that truck for the last year to get it set up the way I wanted it and like it, so that me and Zippy could take off and head down to the coast and do some camping, some fishing, spend a week here, a week there. Now that I finally in my life have the time, the opportunity to do that, some person decided that they needed to use my truck and stole my truck. And I'm not happy about it. So I thought I'd come on here and vent. So let me give you all the facts as we know them at this point. At 8:30 last night, I loaded up my tools because I've been out here working, building a fishing rig for my kayak. And Kirsten came in and we get to talking, and I decided it's 8:30, it's time to go in. And I picked my tools up, I picked my bucket up with my tools in it, and I think my keys are in the bucket. But we're talking, I hadn't seen Kirsten in a few days, she just got back from Alabama. And, so we go inside and get talk and everything. I usually take the dogs out one last time before we go to bed. And I did that probably about 10:30, and my truck was here. I just remembered that. It's funny how some of the things you remember after the fact. But yeah, about 10:30 my truck was here. So I go inside, chill it. I usually park my truck where I can see it, but because I was working on the kayak, it's off out of the way. I wanted to put the trailer over here out of the way, trying to be Mr. Nice Guy and shit. Sorry, I'm trying not to cuss in this. But it's been one of those cussing type days, so y'all just have to bear with me. So yeah, just like that in life, a dream can be just wiped out. And the sad thing is, they don't want the truck. The detective told me they look for trucks like mine because there's a chance that there's a firearm in it. And they're right. I'm out on creek banks and in areas that a lot of people don't want to go, and there's snakes, and I don't like snakes, and being a superior creature than the snake, I believe in gunpowder and how to use it. So I dispatch snakes with my shotgun that I keep in my truck. I'm a country boy. I keep a shotgun in my truck. That's how I grew up. But now I have a truck stolen and a shotgun out there on the streets of New Orleans. So the shotgun's probably going to use to shoot somebody. I just want my truck back. I don't, and once I get it back, I see a lot of posts, a lot of people. Well, when's enough? Well, it's enough for me. I'm not coming to major cities no more. I'm not coming to these areas that is just crime ridden, and you distinguish safe areas by a street or a block. One block safe, the other one's not. How do you live in that type of environment? And I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm just once if I get my truck back, or once the insurance. I've already talked to the insurance company, and I'm not going to get what my truck is worth back. I know that my truck, it was a once in a lifetime find. It was only a $5,000 truck, people. I paid $5,000 for it, but it had 200,000 miles on it. So it's not the principle that they took my truck. That was my truck. That was going to be my life for a year. It was going to be my home for a year. I was setting up to live out of my truck and my camper, my little small camper I'm building. Yeah, it's nothing fancy. It carries my kayak, and this winter I was going to box it in and put me and Zippy a sleeping area and some air conditioning in there, and me and Zippy was going to hit the road and just travel and come back home for a couple of weeks and spend a couple of weeks with Carter, and then hit the road again and fish and do what I enjoy doing. And I was right there. I was right there. And somebody with no morals, none. Let's just call it what it is. People ain't got morals no more. They don't care about your stuff. They will rip you out of your car and drive off. That didn't happen to me. They stole mine in the dead of the night. But man, I'm tired. I'm fed up with it. You don't have to live this way. This is not why I spent 20 years of my life serving this country. This is not the country that I spent 20 years of my life, serving. We're better than this, people. We are better than this. We let a few people that we elected that work for us tell us and try to dictate who we're supposed to be. That's not what this country is about. If you commit a crime, there should be punishment for it. That's how you stop crime. I'm not an educated person. I got common sense. You commit a crime, lock them up. Don't let them out. There's a punishment for things, and there's no punishment anymore. We don't punish. It's just the system's screwed up, and it's, how do you fix it? I don't know. But when y'all find out, I'll be on a river or a lake somewhere, and y'all let me know when we're over all this, stupid nonsense that we got going on in this country. It's insane. And we're just sitting back, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to go live my life in the woods or something. I'm going to stay away from all y'all. This is retarded. It's just stupid. I'm ranting. The anger side of me is coming back out, and I get mad. I just get mad that they don't care about it. Again, they don't care about your stuff. The misconception, and here's another misconception. Well, it ain't that bad. Nothing's happened to me. Well, that's all good until it's you. Which happened to me today. Yeah, I even made a comment to Kevin when I picked my kayak up. He asked me what it was like living in New Orleans. I said, well, it's not that bad. We're in the safe apartment complex, which is stupid. There's an apartment complex here. Not this one. This one's a gated apartment complex. But the one on the other side of it is the bad apartment complex. 2 roads over. And that's how they distinguish. Or, where I'm from, it's by county. Oh, you don't want to go to county. You don't want to go to Walker County. Now, just kidding, Walker County, don't get mad at me. But, here it's roads. And bullets don't know that. Bullets. I don't know. I'm rambling, mad, frustrated. Don't know what the answer is. So, I get a rental car, a $30 allowance for a rental car. But my only advice is get out of these cities, man, where the crime is just insane and the politicians don't care. It's not the police officers' fault. They're working hard. They're understaffed, undermanned. They ain't got literally, the detective told me, he said, here's my email address. Send me some photos of your truck, and I'll get it out there. But I'm on my way out to work a kidnapping right now. So, it's not the police officers' fault. It's the politicians that want the power, and they've got the power, and now they want more power. So they cause disruption. That's how they control us, is by, look over here. Get distracted. We're too distracted. Uh, but people shouldn't have to live like this. I mean, this is, and Baltimore. I never went to Baltimore much when I lived in Annapolis. Yeah, I just didn't want to go. I didn't like DC either. Never went to DC too much. I went to DC more than I did Baltimore. But Baltimore is a whole different thing. You driving down the road in broad daylight, and there's freaking heroin addicts doing a heroin lane right on the corner, and you're like, what's wrong with that person? The first time you see one, guys, we can't live in our gated communities and look at the headlines and say, oh, that's not me. I'm glad it wasn't my car that got stolen. Well, one day it's going to be yours, because they don't care. The people that are doing this don't care, and they come in numbers. I watched the video, and I'll post it somewhere in a link or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do all that stuff. But I don't know if you can tell. I'm just frustrated. I'm just discouraged. Yeah, I was so close. So close. I guess that's, what Heart of Dixie Life's about. I'm going to, regroup. I got to wait 20 days before the insurance pay out. If they pay out, they're going to pay out something. I'm not going to get another truck for what I gave for that one. I know that. So maybe if I put a little bit more with it, then I can get me something decent. I want something that is reliable, and that truck was super reliable. I mean, it was a great truck, been well maintained, one owner. It had a lot of miles on it, but it was well maintained. So I honestly thought I could get another 100,000 miles out of that truck, and trusted the truck to go on these little runs I wanted to go on. I had my wiring hooked up for my trailer that I was going to pull. I had that all ready to go. Was going to spend some time working on the trailer, but had got the truck bed tent in this week, and that I was going to use that this summer. That and my hammock to camp out of at some of these down here in Mississippi. They have free places that the state has that you can camp at for free. I don't have any electricity or anything, but I've had that problem solved. It was in the truck, so I had a Dakota lithium battery box. All my fishing gear's gone. Yeah, it's like I was gonna do an event Saturday with Heroes on the Water, organization that gets people out on the water fishing and stuff. Can't do that no more. No, you can't. You can't live like this. This is ridiculous. You can't cram so many people in such a tiny spot. It's just, and then not have any backbone to your law enforcement. It's stupid. It's just stupid.